Hey, it's Richard Mulholland here, and today I want to talk about why you need to become a public speaker. So, I know, next to whatever, the biggest fear of death is public speaking. It's a lie. If it was, people wouldn't do it. It turns out the public speaking is scary because it matters. And it matters because it makes a difference. And it makes a difference because it builds authority. So if you do a good job, you get more authority. If you do a bad job, you get less authority. And I believe there's a massive opportunity here. And right now, what a lot of us need to be doing is to getting authority in an area. And we need people to understand and listen to that. Now, we've got a few ways we can do that. One way we could do is we could create more posts and videos like this on social media. We could share them. But to me, I think there's a bit of a putting the train before the tracks. You see, I think part of the reason that I'm able to stand up and speak quite a lot about public speaking and presentation is that because I'm a public speaker and that I run presentations. It's something that I do. So I've got my level of authority there, and that's why you're listening. You know, I was lucky enough to speak in 6 continents, over 30 countries. I've had a presentation that's been viewed over 20 million times. Like, that builds me up some authority. But what it means is that when I stand up and speak, I'm an expert. And I think this is the biggest missed opportunity in public speaking. So the first thing I want you to think about is this. There are more stages available today than at any other point in human history. Literally, there is more opportunity for you to get out there and speak publicly about what you do and add value to people than ever before. Now, a few weeks ago, I said that this has led to us, being asked to speak for less. Okay, we need to have a chat. It's about remote events, but more importantly, it's about how much you're paying your speakers for remote events. This is not a problem with public speaking. This is a problem with public speakers' business model. You see, in my mind, if you only speak for free, if you only speak for a fee. So if the only value I can ever get by delivering a talk is the money that people pay me to do it, well then, speaking for free is a waste of time. But if I can get value from a downstream effect of a talk I deliver, so if I deliver a talk on how to present well online and then people engage and do our training, or if I do a talk on this topic about why it's so important to become a public speaker at this day and age, and then somebody says, hey, can you help me do that? Sure, that's what the downstream effect is. And in every area, all of you, there should be some level of domain experience that you have, domain knowledge that you have, where you can become a leading authority in it. And look around, who is the authority in your space? If they're not coming up immediately, right, well then it could be you. And it should be you. There's all of this, there's so many stages available because there's 100 events looking for smart people to fill them. There's so many online events. And people say they have webinar fatigue. Nobody has webinar fatigue. They have shit webinar fatigue. Right? You're not tired because of presentations. You're tired because of bad presentations. So I want you to be a public speaker, but I want you to be a good one. I want you to be a professional speaker more than just a public speaker. And we want to help you with that. Missing Link has now just launched a brand new program called Story to Stage. I'm so excited about it. I put my 23 years of experience into creating this material with our team of experts. And we want to help you transition the journey from having this knowledge, the story stuck in your head, to rocking it out on stages, to turning that into future sales and to help you build an audience. This isn't a training course. It's not even just giving you a presentation deck. It's kind of an amalgamation of all of these ideas to make sure you actually come out at the other end as a great public speaker. However, even if you don't choose to work with us, it doesn't matter. It's still something you need to put your hand up to do. We've created so many resources online over the years around formats and structures for great talks that you can share, and I'll link to some of those below. We've got a Trello board that I'll link in below where it'll actually help you map out your talk. And we're going to have more resources for you in that regard in the future. But what you need to understand is that right now, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stages available for you to go and share your message on. Just decide to be the expert. Decide to put your hand up. It has been one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done. And I can tell you that the reason my business is still relevant and still going is in a big part because that I was out there speaking. Being as a leader of your business, we always say that the difference between a leader and a manager, but really the difference between a leader and anybody else is their ability to communicate, their ability to talk to people and get people to want to do things, to drive people to action. And that's the job of any talk. And that should be your job. You should be wanting to drive people to action. And the net effect of that is that you've built your level of authority. There are very, very, very few places where you can generate as much authority and have as much attention in a smaller period of time as on a stage in front of a group of people. Now, sure, the attention thing is more difficult in today's day and age because, people can switch tabs. However, the authority thing remains the same. The fact that you're even the person who's turned up to deliver the talk says a lot about you. Heck, by the time your bio is read and you start delivering your first 2 or 3 slides, you've built authority. Right? You just got to make sure you maintain and grow that authority by the end of it. And if you've prepared well, you will. I'm in the 5-minute mark, so I want to move away from this right now, but I really do want to encourage you to go out there and to lead loud, to build a talk, to let people know, and to actually grab your stake of the land. Go out there and say, hey, I am the authority in this topic. There's no reason not to. And if your topic and your area of expertise has that many big experts in it, find your different, what can you say that's different? What is the area of that you can separate yourself from and speak about that? We always say that, it's never a 5-horse race. It should always be you versus the best of the other 4. And that's what I want to encourage you to find. So go out there and look at that area you want to own. Find that bit of land that you want to grab and then get on a stage and grab it. Stay curious. Peace.